You can't see my star.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go.
Now you can see my star.
Now you can see the star. And a couple other stars. Okay. Friends. Friends. We're speaking to our friends here. To good people back there. People that are good people.
Good people. They're good
Our
people.
friends. They love me, they love you, they have a lot of love. There's a lot of love back there.
Nothing but love.
All right.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen,
This is Gene.
and this is our Q&A video. We haven't done a Q&A video in a long time, so we thought we would do
It's been
one.
a minute.
First, before we get into the Q&As, I want to say a thank you to quite a few people who have sent gifts. We've got this beautiful sign.
It is very pretty.
It says, "Just Breathe." There was no tag in here. I don't know who this is from, but this is from my wish list on Amazon. So thank you very much to whoever sent that. It is beautiful. We're going to hang it in the bedroom because that is what I told Gene. I've always told him.
That's what I was going to say, is what she says a lot to me.
Just breathe. Just breathe. It's fine. Everything is fine. Just breathe. Just breathe. Everything is fine. So that means a lot to us, and we love that. Of course, Sweet Marcine has been sending us gifts as well. I haven't been showing all my gifts. Well, I haven't made that many videos to show anything, actually. But I kind of stopped showing all the gifts that I'm getting because I don't want people to get flack for sending me gifts, because people are being pretty hateful to Marcine and some other people for sending me things. So I haven't shown any things, but please rest assured that we have gotten things, and I am very thankful for them. Just yesterday, we got these beautiful little pumps, hand pumps for hands and dishes for the kitchen. I think these are beautiful.
And this fits well. It solves a little small issue in the kitchen over here because we do wash our hands often with dish soap. So it kind of helps separate the two. We have hand soap in the bathroom and dish soap out here. It's perfect. Yeah.
We can just fill it up and...
Yeah, and you don't have the ugly Dawn bottles sitting out.
True.
So
Very
it's
true.
nice.
And then, of course, Marcine has been sending us gifts as usual, and we appreciate them so much.
Yeah,
Sweet
absolutely.
Marcine.
Thank you, Marcine.
Marcine sent us a big dealio of Kleenex because she heard Gene sniffling in the last video. So she sent him some Kleenex for his allergies. We have both been hit really hard with allergies this year. My allergies started when they started putting in the windows in the building. It's kicked up a lot of dust and just irritants in the air.
Yeah, something's not been right in the air. I've been getting migraines. That's just painful. I have not had migraines in so many years. I don't know where I'm getting it from, but ever since I moved here, I've had migraines off and on now. So, and then lately it's been more frequent. So, it sucks.
Yeah,
Very
I'm sure.
painful.
I've never had a migraine, but I know they can be.
It's very painful.
Bad. I'm sure.
Yeah, I have an upgrade.
Yes, we have an upgrade that we are going to start using starting next month.
Upgrade to our studio.
Yes, our little studio here. Marcine got us a box of paints, and for a long time I've been wanting Gene to. I'm going to take this backdrop down for now, and Gene is going to be painting a mural on our wall. We did, for those concerned about are we allowed to because of renting, we have cleared it with the building manager, and as long as we paint the wall back when we would move, there's no problem with that. But I'm not quite sure what I want on the wall, but we are going to do it a time lapse of you painting the wall. So she got us paints for that. She also got us, which is amazing, we can't wait to start using, I don't know if you can see this, professional lighting. I am very excited for that.
That's the upgrade to the studio.
Very, yes. And she also got us, you want to show them that?
Green screen.
Green screen. It's going to be fun. Gene is going to be tapping into his creative energies with the green screen and see what we can come up with. I'm sure he's going to have lots of good ideas.
Well, I mean, you know, we'll have an office, we'll have an ownership to a park, we'll have ocean view front property. We'll be in the middle of downtown at some point as well. We're getting super mobile just with this, baby.
We don't even have to leave the apartment. We're gonna see the world from right here in my chair.
From a damn green screen, yep.
And then also, this is my favorite gift that I've gotten. One of my favorites is Marcine sent me. I had one of these for a very long time, and it's a swivel little sweeper, and it's just for like spot cleaning. So I used to have a routine of every morning I would get up, wash my dishes, use my little vacuum cleaner, and then clean the floor or scrub the floor. But I got out of that because my little sweeper broke. And so I decided to put that on my wish list, and Marcine was so sweet enough to buy me a new one.
And this thing works very well. I'm quite impressed. It
Yes.
comes with a little battery pack. So it plugs into the wall.
Recharge it.
It's a nice battery.
And he's been trying to
works.
steal my vacuuming. I love to vacuum with my little vacuum.
It's just so easy.
It is.
It gets all in the
It's fun.
hard to get areas.
I think it's fun.
Underneath the furniture, around each leg of the furniture. I like it.
So those are just some of the things that we've gotten. We've gotten other things. But rest assured, if you've sent me something from my wish list, thank you so much, and we appreciate it so much. It means a lot to us, a whole lot. And if you are following me on Instagram, you have seen that we are trying to kind of like redecorate our apartment a little bit. Somebody asked the question, and will be in the question and answers. Are we still planning on moving if we're upgrading and redecorating? Yes, we're still planning on moving, but no like time frame right now. But we will be moving, but we just want to make things look pretty while we're here.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
We will be giving you guys an apartment tour and show you all of our little upgrades and what we've been doing. I'll give you a little
Well, it's
sneak.
not, I don't really think it's much.
No, but it changes the look like a lot.
Yeah.
Like in here, we're not completely done in here yet, but here's what we've done in here.
Oh, the shiplap. Yeah, we put up the shiplap. We weren't supposed to put anything on these new panels that goes in between these windows. So what Jennifer came up with is this grand idea of putting cardboard up there without tape, nothing. Just I made the cardboard cut out about slightly larger than the frame, so it shoves up in there and it stays. And I just put shiplap over the cardboard, so that's how that's made.
Yep.
And it covers up the panels.
The brown panels, yeah.
Yeah.
It looks a lot better than the brown panels. We're eventually going to, well, not we, because Jean is the one who will do it, is finish the shiplap on the rest of the wall that we're allowed to put the paper directly on.
Underneath the windows, yes.
And then we got those nice curtains. We picked those out on Amazon.
Yep.
For a farmhouse kind of look. And you've seen right here when I twist it around, that's our deflated bunny. Or that's my sheet from the floor that needs to go in the laundry. But
Yeah,
beside
the pink stuff. Yep, it's a inflatable bunny.
And that's going outside for Easter. We have had 2 windstorms in the last week, so we hadn't put it up yet because we didn't want the bunny to fly away.
Mm-hmm.
No flying bunnies, hopping bunnies. And we have an exciting Easter video coming for you guys next week. hopefully it'll be exciting if everything turns out really well. Stay tuned for that. So what do you say? We've been rambling. Let's get into some questions.
Q&A.
Q&A. Jean is going to read the Instagram questions. I'm going to read the YouTube questions. Would you like to start?
I will start.
You can
Susan or Suzanne G81. If you could meet any YouTuber in person, who would it be? For me, it would be, what's that guy's name? Of course, I'm more in the comedic area of YouTube.
I thought you were going to say Keen and Peele.
Ed Bassmaster.
Oh.
Well, Key and Peele's not really YouTubers. They just upload to YouTube now. But an actual, he was one of the original, Ed Bassmaster was one of the original pranksters. I think he started his channel in like 06. And he's a pretty good actor. He has about 5, 6, 7 different characters that he does really well on. The other guy that's pretty funny is Cassidy Campbell. He actually is from Fort Worth, Texas, so that really hit close to home. I started watching his stuff, and then I was like, oh, he's actually from Fort Worth, which was kind of cool, always. And he's now up to like 1.5 plus million subscribers, but he's a little edgy, so if you get offended easily, you may not want to watch him.
Is he the one that does the bippity bop beep boop bop?
Bippity boppity boop?
Yeah, the grocery cart.
Oh no, that's what do you call it? Cart narcs.
Oh, okay. They do. What is that they do? He does?
Skiddly whip whip whip.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, I would, you know.
You haven't watched that lately.
No, I haven't.
I kind of miss that. I kind of like Cart Narcs.
Yeah, Cart
Out
Narcs
of all the things you
fun.
watch on YouTube, that was one of my favorite things you watch.
But those two guys, I'd love to meet in person. I think that'd be cool. Ed Bassmaster or Cassidy Campbell. Shout out. So who's you'd like to meet?
I don't know. I guess it's not just one person, it's a family, and that would be North and South, because I watch their videos like regularly, and I've watched them for years and years and years.
Regularly.
Yes.
That would be a key word.
Another kind of family that I'd like to meet is the Shaytards, the Butlers. They don't really make videos anymore, upload, but I adore their family. And I've watched them since they've started, since his very first starting of vlogging.
Oh, wow.
Up until present. He just does every once in a while, he'll do a video. He became a self-made millionaire off of YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
He made a studio, or he made a company, and then he eventually sold that company to Disney, and he did really well for himself on YouTube. He came from the point of he was stealing toilet paper from restrooms because no, I don't think they did it repeatedly, but he stole a roll of toilet paper from a bathroom because they didn't have money to buy toilet paper.
Because they would prefer to spend money on food and not toilet paper.
What?
Really what it comes down to. I mean, who
I
wants
see
to
what
spend
you mean.
money
I was like,
on
what are you talking
toilet
about?
paper?
Yeah.
When, yeah, I mean, it's pretty kind of abundant and it's expensive.
Yeah.
So, no shade there. I'm just saying,
No,
I totally
right.
understand that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's like what, from rags to riches story.
Yeah, very much so.
Kind of a Justin Bieber story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber looks so different.
Yeah.
I mean, I was used to seeing like the teenage Justin Bieber, and like
Right.
I didn't see him for like
Yeah,
probably years.
No, he's a grown ass man.
Yeah, and I saw him like I always read the news on Facebook, and I don't know, he was in the news for something, and I was like, he looks different.
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Yeah, he sure is.
Little boy's all grown up. He's 27.
Is he?
Mm-hmm. I was just looking him up. Because I'd never seen his original video. I was curious because I always knew he came from the YouTube and was just singing on YouTube. I thought that was interesting, so I looked it up. He was singing, what was it, Chris Brown or something like that.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right, moving right along.
Justin Bieber might be one. I mean, you could actually officially say he is a YouTuber. He came from YouTube. What?
You'd want to meet Justin Bieber?
I respect the guy. I do. I don't care for his music at all. But as far as like his character seems, you know, he seems like a kind of a down to earth type that just got really caught up in that whole, you know, mess of the system. But I like him. I think he has a good heart, honestly.
I really don't know anything about him. I have never heard anything other than he sings.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, the only thing that I've really seen as far as an attitude is, you know, with the stupid paparazzi.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
that, you know,
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, edit.
Okay, this question comes from, I'm sure this is intended to be a snarky comment or question, but it is a legitimate question, and so it's a good question.
All right.
The person who asked that question is Amanda Cuckold.
Okay, right out of the cannon, we got it.
Sometimes I just can't.
I like the name.
Yeah.
So what's the question?
And Amanda Cuckold seems to be a man.
Okay. All right.
By the profile picture.
Excellent profile. What do we got for the question?
Amanda asked, what is your favorite food and what is Jean's favorite beer?
What is your what is your absolute favorite food?
Oh, my absolute favorite food.
Not a relative favorite food. Absolute. And favorite beer. All right. Go. Take it.
I would have to say probably lasagna.
See, hers is Italian, mine's Mexican, but hers second is Mexican, mine's second is Italian.
A lasagna, oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Now, as far as, you know, since I'm the alcoholic and she's the foodie, I guess I already answered mine. Mexican, hers is a whiskey sour as far as alcohol is concerned, but she never has that, so, right?
I think it was even before you moved here.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't drank since you moved here.
Some wine?
Oh, I had a little, yeah, wine.
She's the 3-drink type. Drink one, spill one, pour the other one out.
Yeah.
Just doesn't even drink at all.
Doesn't do anything.
I don't understand that at all.
And I don't understand him not wanting to just eat whenever you want to eat.
Oh,
He'll be like, we'll be ready for a meal, or, you know, it'll be like mealtime. He's like, well, I'm not really hungry. I'm like, I didn't ask if you were, oops, I'm knocking stuff over. I'm like, I didn't ask if you were hungry. I said, do you want to eat? Because, you know, living with an eating disorder all my life, it hasn't been about eating when you're hungry. It's just been about eating because that's what I do.
It just seems like a chore, you know?
It's just a fun favorite pastime.
Yeah.
And that's bad. That's where the eating disorder
Right,
comes
yeah.
from.
Well, same with the alcohol. Okay, so moving right along, favorite beer. I used to be a huge beer connoisseur back in my 20s. Now, I've gotten out of that into my 30s because it became more of a job, not a pleasure thing. Back in my 20s, I would get a 6-pack a day, a 6-pack of good quality beer. But then I graduated into more of the full-blown alcoholic type that just got the cheap, you know, whatever I could in order to maintain. However, so to answer the question without pontificating, one of my favorites is Sam Adams. There is the winter lager that's really good. They have seasonal ones. I forgot what their original one is really good, is tasty. Guinness is actually really good, but only at a certain temperature. Guinness is really good right at about
But your favorite?
55, 60 degrees. I will have several favorites because I have a palate for beer. I'm just naming off a few of my favorites. Lager, I guess. I like lagers. It's kind of sudsy and frothy.
I don't know.
That's I just named off 2. Well, Guinness is actually a stout. And I think Sam Adams is a lager. And a stout is like espresso coffee. It's rolled black. So, anyways.
I don't know anything about any of that.
Those are pretty much my 2 favorite favorite
There you
ones
go.
right there, yeah.
All right, you want to do another one from Instagram?
All right, yes.
You don't have to go in order. You can just...
Yeah, Suzanne asked, what is your favorite food and least favorite food? She also asked, what is your absolute favorite food? We got another absolute favorite food from Suzanne G81. So let's just, since you already answered that, least favorite food.
I would have to say anything that any kind of seafood. I'm allergic to fish, so I haven't had fish in years and years and years. I guess food that I can eat, but I choose not to. Liver. I'm not too much of a meat person unless it's processed meat or meat that I buy out. I don't like to cook meat. I don't like the smell of it cooking.
Ground beef, it's kind of weird.
I guess liver is my least favorite food.
Really? Interesting. Very specific. You don't have like a genre, a category, an ethnicity?
No, I've never tried a lot of, like, I would love to try Vietnamese food or Thai food. I've never even had Thai food. Chinese I've had.
I think it was Thai or Vietnamese I was very unimpressed with because there was just no flavoring in the food. Chinese for the longest time used to be my least favorite. But now I've kind of it's gotten better. To be specific, I guess Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts are good.
If they're made right, I guess
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to make them right, in my opinion.
All right, I guess I'm bringing the snark to the question and answers. We got another good one.
All right.
This is all on you, babe. This is all on you.
Okay.
This is from Stacy Schmidt. And Stacy asks, for Jean, the last few videos you seemed annoyed with your girl. It looks like she treats you with an amount of respect that isn't adequate. I don't like it. Do you like it? Being emasculated, I mean. Some men are into it. Just curious. Oh, well, here's a question for me. To Jen, you want to keep Jean? Stop emasculating him. Quick way to lose a man.
Emasculating?
Yeah.
Lord, help me be conscious of my emasculation. I'm not really too sure. You do kind of at some point have, control issues.
Yes, I do.
I'm aware of that, so
And
I
I
just
admit
try
to
to
it.
work with it. I don't see that as being emasculated. There are times that I have to assert my authority, in a sense, and assert myself in order to, draw my own boundary. But I'm aware that she has control issues. She's aware that I have my own issues. That's just relationship
And I
stuff.
am aware that I have control issues.
Yeah.
I am aware that I have a lot of issues. I'm not, blind to the fact that I have a lot of shortcomings and a lot of flaws. I'm passive aggressive.
But it's just working with each other, and I think also it's just complimenting each other.
Yeah.
In certain ways that but there's a lot of videos. I mean, there's some stuff that she does that in the comments people call her out on certain things that we feel are unnecessary. Because we're just having fun. And like her throwing those water bottle things at me, and I was saying, no. It's one of those no's that you say, keep on going.
Right.
But no.
If he actually wanted me to stop, no, of course I wouldn't. And people were like,
I did.
well,
But it was fun.
yeah. And then some people were like, well, who had to clean up all that mess? Jean cleaned up what was on the floor, and I washed and threw away all the other stuff. Did I not?
Yeah, you did.
I threw away all that. And one thing is really weird, this is getting off track, but those little water bottles, I don't know why they call them bottles because they're not bottles or
Right, balls.
water balls. One sat in the sink overnight and it was in water and it totally solidified. So
Interesting.
it was very weird.
Yeah, it is. That
And
stuff is interesting.
Also, on a side note, somebody did email me and wanted the alginate and whatever the other one was called. So those were sent out to him, and I think that was Drew. I think his name was Drew.
All right.
But
Anyways.
whoever it was, he was the only person that emailed me that wanted them, and those went to him.
Yep. Baby Kitty 701. When are you getting married? What's your dream wedding? We are planning on in about a year and a half. So at right about, 18 months kind of thing. And we've discussed ocean, lake, or garden.
Yes. Oh, very beautiful.
Yeah, so that's kind of the dream.
And I know a lot of people don't have faith in me losing weight to get married, but I have faith in myself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I might not be doing a lot about it right now, but I have faith in myself.
Yeah.
And that's all that counts, is I have faith in myself.
Absolutely. The other, I guess more details would be more simple wedding.
Yeah.
I'm not really into a bunch of people. Not really into spending god-awful amount of money.
Right.
I like simple, she likes simple. It's not like we need, it's not a necessity. It's not on our bucket list. We'd rather go on a cruise or vacation, spend that money actually traveling or going somewhere.
And it's just going to be his immediate family and a couple of my family members.
Yeah.
And a couple of our close friends.
Yeah. Put us out in the garden next to a lake. If we got that, that'd be absolutely wonderful. Yeah.
There you go. All right, the next question comes from Linda M. And Linda M asks, for both of you, what is the biggest challenge you face being in a committed relationship? I guess the biggest challenge, and it's not just being in a committed relationship, it's living with someone else too, is remembering I have to consider someone else's feelings and not just my own. As probably we are all aware of, I can be a very selfish person. And I've been on my own for so long that just thinking of myself first, it was so easy to do that it's hard to remember that it's not just me anymore. I have to consider someone else. And then living with someone else is very has been very difficult, more difficult than I had imagined, because I'm used to having my things where they're at, and then I'll be like, well, he's moved my things again. Where are my things? And then I'll get into this big whole drama. I mean, I'm not dramatic at all. I'll have my little meltdowns and be like, nothing is where I put it. I don't understand why none of my stuff is. This is not where I keep things. Oh, I keep knocking over that bottle. So I can be a bit dramatic.
I would have to agree. Just like the other night, I went off to the store to go get what I want. It wasn't alcohol related. I just want to go to the store. I want to do my own thing when I want to do it. She thought that I was getting alcohol. She thought that it was sneaky. And there's times that I just want to go and just do without always checking in or checking out or, So that is kind of challenging in a way. Other than that, so I guess there's some freedom things like mutual respect or, I don't know, mutual understanding. Having your own something.
But it's been a lot easier for me not to be so controlling at times, and I don't want to say giving him freedom because it's not like he has to earn it, but I feel more at ease with his freedom when I don't have to worry about him going to buy alcohol and sneaking around.
And I was already going somewhere, so that's the situation. I was going to a friend's house in order to keep an eye on him because he's not doing too well health-wise. I wanted to go to the store to pick up some snacks before I went to his house and sat with him. However, it was that situation. It's not like that we're just chilling with each other and I'm just out the door.
Right.
That would be a little weird.
Yeah.
So, and there's times that she's asleep. I go out, I come back, she thinks I'm being sneaky because she woke up and I'm not here.
Yeah.
Those things get on my nerves. That is a challenge. I like to just go without, any problem. Other than that, of course, just living with each other. I think that's really what it comes down to. A committed relationship, I don't think is the challenge. It's not like we're interested in other people. It's not like, I mean, I don't know, what is the real definition behind committed relationship? There's also boundary issues with a committed relationship.
Yeah.
That's I guess one of the biggest challenges is respecting each other, respecting my authority. She has a hard time respecting my authority.
Authority.
I don't know. Anyways, yeah, it's stuff like that. Here's an interesting one, different, by Shanny Bells. If you use a clean towel when you get out of the shower, is it now dirty or still clean after you dry yourself off? What are your thoughts on this? Never made sense to me, she says.
Huh.
Unquote. So, in my factual opinion, according to my opinion and facts, I consider it still clean. However, kind of depends. I think I'm good for about a few days, and then it needs to be changed out, but it always needs to be hung up. It's never wadded.
Yes, he hangs his towel up.
Yeah. I also consider that I clean myself really well, so the towel's not taking care of the cleanliness process.
Right.
So again, that's just my
It's just skin
opinion.
cells.
Now, factually, it probably is then already dirty and used in a sense, because you never can get yourself 100% clean. There's no 100 about it. We are just naturally kind of dirty. I mean, we live in a world of bacteria, so I don't know. And then you got the skin cell issue. I mean, yeah, you got skin on the towel. Probably got little hairs on the towel. But if I use a towel and it has I'm very sensitive to my olfactory is very sensitive to mildew. So if the towel at all has a hint of mildew, I immediately toss it. I cannot use it. That's one of my pet peeves.
That's something that we go back and forth on, because I have one of those Topsy towels when I wash my hair. It's a blue or purple thing. It's like a kind of like a little hood, and then it twists, a twisty towel or whatever. And sometimes when I use it, I just throw it down on the little bench we have in the bedroom, and it doesn't dry all the way. And he's like, I can smell the mildew, and I'm like, no, you can't. He's like,
She
oh
doesn't
yes,
smell it.
I can.
I do.
I don't.
I always pick up on mildew though. I pick up on mildew real easy. So somehow it hits my olfactory super easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I notice other people don't pick up on it.
I still consider a towel clean for a couple days.
Right, yep.
As long as I remember to put it up where it dries. Sometimes I just wad it up and throw it down. And then it stays wet, and then I won't use it again.
I can understand both sides of the issue, because I've met people who will use it once and use a clean one every single time. So that is totally understandable. The problem with that is there's too many towels going in the laundry. And so it's kind of tit for tat. In an ideal world, I would use a fresh one every single day, however. So yeah, I'd go either way.
And here's another
Just too
fun
much
fact.
laundry.
Another fun fact. Gene does not use a washcloth.
No.
I was like, when he very first came, I was like, here's the washcloths, whatever, you know. And he's like, oh, I don't need one of those. I'm like, what? I guess some people just use their hands to wash with.
And it also has to do with exfoliation. I just don't exfoliate anyways, so.
I personally use 2 washcloths. I use one for soaping and one for rinsing. So that's just me.
Oh.
And washcloths are definitely dirty after you use them. They do not get reused. Unless I just wash my face with it. All right, we're going to do one more question each because this has gotten way long. All right, here's one for Jean. When is Jean going to give us some more music? I love them. And that's from Beans.
Music as in videos?
Mm-hmm.
I was wanting to do one every week, but that's just too much. Hell, it takes about a week just to do one. Believe it or not, it takes about 10 to 15 hours to edit.
And he's already working on a couple.
Yeah, there's already a couple of others that I'm doing for somebody else anyways, like a private project. I don't know. But I will. I mean, I will do something else. When? probably in the next week or two. It's fun. I like it. It's like a form of self-expression.
Okay, now another one. This is one that I've been getting. There's quite a few questions, and this is from Frozen Charlotte, and she asks, when are you going to do the Scentsy giveaway you promised in February? And I still have it. I have not done the giveaway yet, but the next video that I do in the next couple of days, I will do the giveaway for the Scentsy, and Jean will not let me forget.
Yeah, it's now time. It's just recent.
Right. I'm just a couple days behind.
Yeah.
But yeah. In the next few days.
All right, from Sasha BJU, do you believe in heaven? What do you think heaven will be like? And do you believe that animals go to heaven? I know I do. Unquote.
What do I think heaven will be like?
Do you believe in heaven?
I do believe in heaven. I don't believe heaven is a place in the sky. You know, when you're a kid, or maybe some people still do, believe that they're, you know, floating around in the sky. I believe heaven is just another dimension, another realm. I think that our loved ones that have passed are walking side by side with us in just in another realm, and we just can't see them. And they are doing whatever they're doing, and they're
that's unclear.
heavenly. Yeah.
I've heard of duties, certain duties. I mean, because you don't just go up and chill and hang out on the couch.
Right.
You know? So there's actual some kind of function going on.
As far as do I believe animals go to heaven? Absolutely.
Okay.
I know we probably differ on that one, but
Well, because I found in the scripture somewhere it says where the spirit of the animal goes back to God. So I'm thinking that their little spirits are recycled in a sense at some level. That sounds really whatever, but I mean there's scripture about the animal spirit going back to God,
I believe
where our spirit's more of a individual type. So
I totally believe my Moo's little spirit is reincarnated from somewhere. Moo is totally my little protector. He protects me at all costs. He protects everybody. Just the other day, I was in the hall talking to my neighbor, and Luna come out. Moo and Luna had come out in the hall, just right past our door. And Luna, my neighbor, wanted to pet Luna, and she was bent over. She said, "Come here, Luna." And Moo didn't want her touching Luna at all. He literally went between her and Luna and kind of shoved Luna back because he didn't want her touching Luna. So Moo is very protective of us. He's like a little protector spirit.
Yeah, he is for sure. What do you think Kevin could be like? Perfect temperature, everything's balanced, because here we live in complete unbalanced yin yang. Well, there's gonna be no yin, no yang. All things will be like one. So 70 degrees, you know, all light, all, you know, smelling of herbs, smells, nothing but good smells. Perfect everything is just absolutely highest frequency vibration, mentally, emotionally. It's and it sounds cliche, but nothing but absolute love, just connectivity, that spark of connectivity.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, there's our Q&As for today. We didn't get through a lot of them, but we did do some.
We talk
a lot. We will do more. We will do more and answer more.
Right now we're sitting at 48 minutes, and after we edit this, hoping to get it down to about at least 30 or less.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Thank you guys for asking all the questions. We appreciate them, and we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.